Well, how's it going, everybody? We're back in nature. It's raining a little bit, and we got some nice. Here, I'll come over here. And barefoot, just like always. Check it out. Beautiful river. I've been seeing a lot of snakes lately. There was one that it looked like it was like trying to sneak into the apartment across the hall. It was like going underneath the door. But if that thing got through, that person was probably freaking out a little bit. Anyways, I take that as signs. Like all these different kind of animals that I find in different places, I try to take as like, I try to look up, or not look up, but like look into myself to find what the meaning of it is first. But then, you know, you can go online and you can look up what the meanings of all these different animals are. Like I see deer all the time, but like deer is something else for me, because I feel that they're such gentle and beautiful creatures, and I've sat and meditated with them before a few different times, and they're just so gentle and so beautiful. I don't know, like their beauty literally makes me cry sometimes, you know, and which I find awesome, because it's like an opening of the heart. So I wasn't really sure about what I wanted to talk about for this video, but I think that it's going to be possibly just different ways that you can go about opening your heart and finding connection back with everything around you, you know. The heart is opened through understanding of unity. So the unity consciousness is what opens the heart. And what I mean by that is, it's not just understanding that we're all one, but it's understanding that and loving that. Meaning, like, you have this desire inside of you to love yourself. And once you see that everything around you is yourself being reflected to you or back to you, then that love that you feel for yourself is then reflected in front of everything around. But a lot of people in today's society are kind of like taught not to love themselves, or they're kind of like pushed in a direction that kind of pushes that off to the side, or makes it like it's not something that's important, when in reality it's like the most important thing that you do in this entire lifetime is to love yourself and to learn to love yourself. And even with anything else in life, like, you can't have a relationship with somebody else unless you first love yourself. Because when you try to love that other person, you're not going to end up loving them, you're going to end up lusting for them. And it's not going to come from the place inside of you that is seated in love. It's going to come from the place inside of you that wants something from that other person. And may it be to look at somebody, or be it to have sex, or to have a person there just to be there with you because you can't be alone, or anything like that. Like, all of those things are not, they're not fulfilling in the way that people try to find fulfillment in those things. The real fulfillment comes from a understanding of unity and a practical application of your love for yourself to everything around you. Because once you start to really learn how to love yourself, and like I can talk about that a little bit too in this video, to love yourself, a couple of different things that you can do is, once you start to really love yourself, then you're able to truly love everything around you. That's what I was gonna say. But going back into it, like, ways that you can do that is, first of all, like, the food that you eat. The food that you eat is the absolute most important thing for when it comes down to loving yourself, because, like, you are what you eat. And I can't say this enough, but like, the diet is the absolute most important thing when it comes down to any spiritual journey, any kind of journey into the self, to understanding a self, anything like that. You have to be conscious of what food you're putting in your body and what that food is doing to you after you put it in your body, because each food has a vibration to it, and it will change your vibration. So you have to be able to become conscious of your vibration, and then become conscious of the changes that are made to the vibration with the food that you eat. So that's the first way that you can start to love yourself. The second is to start to really look into your patterns and your different kind of constant things that you use to have maintenance of the self. So things that you do unconsciously, or things that you've just done every day or so many times that it has become something that is not even thought about anymore. It's something that you just kind of do. Like eating food is one of them for some people. Like brushing your teeth in the morning, or like taking a shower, or any of these different things. Like, you don't really like pay that much attention to these things anymore, because they're kind of just in the background, or they're just being done instead of like they're being done for you almost. But it's to become conscious of those things, and to really start to pick and choose the things in those patterns and repetitious kind of behaviors that you have, and find the ones that are helping you, that are healing you and making you feel better, and the ones that are not helping you, or they're kind of like pushing you in a direction that you wouldn't feel is the best for your personal livelihood. And then once you do that, you consciously start to pick one thing a day, or not even one thing a day. You can do one thing a month or one thing a year. It doesn't matter. It's just consciously trying to find one thing that is unhealthy and then replace it with something that is healthy for you. And so that's one other thing that you can do. And another one is to become conscious of your relationships with other people, and how you're using other people for your own happiness and fulfillment, and to start to kind of like really become conscious of the way that you're taking energy from other people and everything around you, and become conscious of like the places that you are, and like the vibrations of the people that you hang around with, because you will take on the vibrations of everything around you. This is why I like to be in nature, and I like to walk like this all the time, is because it literally brings me back into my own self, and it brings me back into my vibration that I know of for myself. And I can easily feel the difference between mine and other people's vibrations. And it gets to a point sometimes where I just have to go back out. I have to go outside, and I have to find some place to be able to just go ground myself, because the energy is contagious, so like if there's a lot of negative energy around an area, then eventually it's going to seep into your kind of aura. And if you have an aura that's very strong, or a large radius aura, then it's gonna kind of like be easier for you to seep in that energy from everywhere around. So just become conscious of your energy, and become conscious of what you want your energy to feel like, what your energy feels like to you, like your true energetic like set point. Consciously start to raise that, but also become conscious of the energy that you put off to other people. So notice how your mood and your mind and your actions and your body and everything changes when you're around other people, and start to really break down those masks and those faces that you're kind of putting on for other people, and start to really go back into your genuine vibrational set point, and show that to other people around you. So instead of putting off what you think that other people want to see, just be yourself, and really start to just to shine as yourself, and shine for what you are, rather than trying to make yourself look like anything. That's a really big one too. It's just it's all about really just caring about your vehicle for this life, because your body is your vehicle, your mind is the kind of the whole wavelength that it's transferred on. But your mind won't work correctly if your body's not working correctly, and your spirit won't be able to communicate with you if your mind and body are not connected and communicating with each other. So you're going to be disconnected from spirit until you come into your body, and then find your true mind, and then you can connect with spirit. And it's just really important to love yourself, and to make sure that you kind of take time for yourself every day to be able to bring yourself back to center, and bring yourself back into a place that is healthy for you, and do things that like exercise and other things like that are good ways to love yourself too. But just do things that are healthy for you, and start to consciously change the unhealthy patterns into things that are better for you. It's just finding things one by one, and just consciously starting to become aware of all these different things that you're kind of caught in, and then spiral yourself out of those things and move yourself into a new space. That's the most important thing, is to just continue moving, but like move upward, and don't let the like the things that are going on around you kind of bother you. Like try to make sure that you stay strong in yourself, and really start to know yourself and know who you are, and it will exponentially help you in the future when it comes down to relationships with other people and anything like that as well. And spiritually, like none of this like kind of esoteric information will, I mean, you can have revelations still anyways, like, people have those all the time, but like not a lot of times that you're gonna have constant spiritual revelations unless you're really focusing on your mind and your body and your spirit. So just remember that, like if you want to have these spiritual experiences, then you have to put in the work in your mind and your body, and you have to keep yourself running well, and you have to keep yourself healthy, and able to take on these things. But yeah, this was a really quick one about, I was just feeling like talking to the camera, so I just wanted to turn on the camera and start talking. So thank you everybody who wants to watch this, and check out this beautiful sun. Have a great day.